good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another
another damn podcast.
presented by
Our
our
damn selves.
episode 347.
347.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely in a good mood. Yeah, it's my time of year. My yeah, well, for a couple of reasons. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going on right now.
I'm
Yeah,
confused. Like what?
Super Bowl's right around the
Yeah,
corner.
Super Bowl's coming. Yeah. Mhm.
As we record this, the conference championship round is wrapping up.
Yep.
So we'll make our Super Bowl predictions next week.
Next week, because
We'll
we
make
know.
those next week. Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, NBA All Star games coming up. We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about the starters have been announced, and one of my personal favorites, yeah, Royal Rumble just happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Cody Rhodes, the son of the American Dream, baby. He
Oh, he is. That's right. Dusty.
won the Rumble. He's going back to WrestleMania, baby, because that's the kickoff of WrestleMania season, the Royal Rumble. So I'll be into that. Yeah. It's like this is like I call this like the Royal Rumble is like the playoffs for like WrestleMania, with WrestleMania being the Super Bowl. So Rumble is like
Okay. Okay. I get it.
kickoff to Mania season now. So if you're a wrestling fan, you're super excited now. Yeah, we're in WrestleMania season.
Because
It's in
Mark is
Philly,
mentioning
so
that.
maybe I'll try to get out there because WrestleMania is in Philly this year. Like maybe
Okay.
who knows? Yeah.
Marcus mentioned that last night when we were out there. He was like, Royal Rumble. He said, I wonder if Oz is. I said, I'm sure he is. I said, Oz is watching Royal Rumble. I'm sure he is. He mentioned that last night.
No.
He was like, Oz is probably watching this, right? I was like, I'm sure.
Great show too. Available on Peacock. There you go.
It's your one thing that you stayed steady with. Like, you like wrestling when you were a kid in the 80s, and then you stuck with it. Like, you still.
Like I said, growing up, the three things I like, yeah, was WWE, Batman, GI Joe. Those are the three that. Those are the three. Batman's going around. GI Joe is like a third because like GI Joe got to release a good movie. Like the movies they had were mid and shit. It's like
Mhm.
it's like the Transformer movies were better than the GI Joe movie.
Yeah.
Like if they release a proper GI Joe movie, then like that could like save the brand. Like Transformers gained a whole new like audience because of the Michael Bay movie.
Yeah. Michael Bay.
You need the Michael Bay versions of the GI Joe movies because they had a couple of them. They were, and I haven't even seen the Snake Eyes standalone yet. So that shows you, hey, I'm a GI Joe fan. I haven't seen the shit, so that shows you how like how much of an impact that movie had that I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I'll eventually watch it. It's probably streaming somewhere. I don't even know where it's streaming. That shows you how under the radar that.
Like, who knows?
Yeah. So
It is a good time for like sporting. So ladies, you'll get your TVs back after a couple of Sundays from now, like ladies who hate sports.
oh
But I
yeah.
mean, I think that is kind of like an invisible stereotype now because most of the ladies I know, like we like sports. Most of my girlfriends like it. So
Like you might not
we
watch
like sports.
some trash ass regular season games, but like you gonna watch the Super Bowl,
The
or you
Super
gonna
Bowl, yeah, like we
you're
absolutely,
gonna watch that. It's like the big stuff you're gonna watch.
absolutely,
It's like
yeah.
you might not watch a game between like the Hornets and the fucking Kings and shit, like some bullshit like that. Like you might not watch a regular season game between two teams that you don't care about. But yeah, it's like
The Hornets.
I just want two teams that nobody gives a shit about. Yeah, and Kings are good now, but nobody cares.
The Wizards and the Jazz.
Yeah, like you gonna watch
That's a
that.
good
One. It's like,
Wizards and the Jazz. That's a great one.
that's a
No one would literally care about that. No one would.
Hornets Kings like two like. So imagine that being the final team for it'd be the worst NBA playoffs, the lowest rated NBA playoffs ever. If somehow those were the last four, like Adam Silver would definitely try to rig that fucking. They definitely rig shit. It's like nobody wants to see the Kings. It's like they tell the refs, "Okay, do your thing." It's like we got to get LeBron back to the final. We got to
Yeah,
get Steph in the finals. Like, do your thing, ref.
yeah.
It's
You gotta get Joker back.
nobody wants to see the Kings. So yeah, it's like
If you
people like
hate
Miami,
sports,
yeah, Jimmy Weeks and Jimmy again. Yeah, go ahead. It's like
if you hate it though, they're gonna be back. They're gonna, your TV is gonna be back to being yours.
Right.
if you hate sports. But got a couple more weeks. So, like I said, we'll make Super Bowl predictions next week because the conference divisional, I guess, coming to an
We'll
end.
announce that, yeah. So
Mhm.
we'll have that next week. Well, let's go into the we can talk about this since this has been announced. NBA All-Star starters.
Yes.
I have the list.
All that. I was like,
It's definitely,
interesting.
yeah, a
The
guy.
West was definitely, I was like, interesting with
It's a big shock that wasn't on
a
there.
big shock that wasn't there. So you're about to pull
Like
it up.
a name I just named, like well about
Yeah, name. Yeah, I was like,
Adam Silver rigging bomb. He didn't rig this vote obviously because this guy didn't make it. All-star starters. Let's start with the East. My brother to the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You
that's
get
the
captain
73rd All Star for people who,
73rd
oh,
All-Star going
73rd
down
All Star
Sunday,
game.
February 18th. That's the actual game. So that
Mhm.
means Saturday night you got the dunk, the 3-point contest, all of that stuff.
Which
Yeah.
is my favorite event. I always love watching the
Celebrity game is like usually that Friday. Some
Friday
so
Rising Stars. Yeah.
the Rising Stars usually takes place Friday. That's
Mhm.
the G League All Star game is somewhere in there where like yeah they
Mhm.
get their shine is like but here we go, yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo, your team captain, yeah.
No surprise.
Joel Embiid,
Of
who dropped
course.
70 the other day. We're gonna talk about
Ooh.
that. Jason Tatum. Now the Tyrese Halliburton, this is the one that got everybody. But Tyrese been balling though,
He's
man.
been balling.
The
He's been
shout out to
balling.
Indiana Pacers.
He's been balling. The Pacers been they've been yeah.
And then Dame Dollar,
Of
his
course,
first,
because now he's out east.
his first time in the East. Yeah,
Yeah, he's out
he's
east now.
been a
So
multiple time All Star. This is his first time representing the Eastern Conference because
mhm.
he's a Buck now. Who just hired Doc Rivers as coach? By the way, we're gonna talk about that. Like, sorry, ladies, or whoever you don't like sports, we're gonna go. Fuck it, yeah. We hear it now, so we're not turning back. So, how do you feel about these East starters? I think it's a good representation.
I
Of,
have no qualms about it. I
you got
feel
two
that the
MVPs.
mhm.
Tatum is on the #1 team in the NBA. Like the Celtics, they got the best record in the league.
Yeah. They only lost at home what, like once now?
Yeah.
Like they had like a 20 whatever game wins home winning streak.
And
Like it was
Halliburton and
crazy.
Lillard, like, who would you put ahead of those guys? Like, maybe, yeah, who would you put ahead of them? Yeah.
Great representation. You got NBA champ right there, Giannis, you know.
Yep. Giannis, yeah. And both, and Giannis and Embiid, both MVPs. Yeah.
Mhm. Tatum went to the finals. Like, you got some good representation. Lillard is a ice cold killer. He's a ice, yeah.
Multi time All Star, too.
Yeah, and Tyrese Halliburton is a good guy who's put in the
The
work. Good
next,
young guy.
next gen. Yeah. He's the
So I
next.
think it's a good. I think it's a fair balance. Like when they have only like you can't only have this like just LeBron and Giannis. It's like everybody is that. It's like come
Glad
on,
the fans are smarter now the way they vote. It's like it
right?
was back in the day, it was it's like you had Allen Iverson making All Star team way after he was past his prime, just because he was a name. It's like
Right, like in 20 whatever it was, like what
like in the
20
late, let's say the late 2000s, like Iverson was like way past his prime.
2009. He's like still make whatever
Right,
something
right.
like that. It's like what?
Y'all clearly don't watch. Like he ain't been good in years. It's like y'all just saw Allen Iverson. That's my dude. It's like yeah, like that's the only reason you voted. Like,
It was a popularity contest more so back in the
yeah,
day.
when Yao Ming was making it because he had all of China voted him. Is like even though he only played like he like a
You know
10
they're gonna
less than
like
10 games. He had
not
in,
being funny. If all of China votes, then you know that they're gonna
which is why he would start a lot of times because of that. Like
it's gonna be tipped.
not because of his stats, it's because he had all the China
It's
votes.
over 1 billion people in China, so I mean that's gonna be tipped. That scale's gonna be tipped. Yeah,
Take it out west then.
that's
LeBron
sad.
James, of course, who LeBron is probably like what's this his 21st All-Star game? Like LeBron is definitely he might not be the GOAT, he's definitely the GOAT All-Star. This one is he's the GOAT old guy. I say that like he's like nobody has like looked as good as LeBron has at this age. It's like
Because everybody obviously declines because the thing that we always say, who's undefeated? Father Time. Father Time is undefeated.
Brian got that cheat code somehow. This dude is just yeah.
LeBron got that Wolverine. Logan. He got that Logan in him.
Next level and shit. So team captain LeBron, of course. Kevin
No,
Durant,
KD.
Joker, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
Luka Doncic. And then the
Okay.
surprise, Shea Gilders-Alexander. SGA been balling though, man.
Yeah, he's been balling. He has. But I was like,
Yeah, you know, like who they were looking for, yeah, at that spot. Yeah.
it's Curry with the shot, boy.
Stephen Curry. Even though the Warriors are trash this year, but still though, it's Steph Curry. You know, so,
Steph
yeah.
is still Steph. He's
Yeah.
still Steph. The Warriors have been
Why he
trash.
didn't get it because like the Warriors just like what they're not even in the play in right now. I think they just not
And then
good.
they're dealing with their and now like with their coach passing, that was like just so unfortunate. Like that was just such a just a sudden passing of the coach.
Before that, Draymond
Yeah,
and
I said Draymond. It was just
action is like there's a lot going on with
it's
this.
just been kind of like a domino effect, and like they really haven't had time to like really like kind of bounce back from
Yeah.
their adversity. So, you know, but I'm liking the West because like obviously I mean you have MVPs, you have NBA champions.
Yeah, all of these, like I said, the only question mark is Shea, and he been balling. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
LeBron, KD, Jokic, and Luca, who just go a 73 the other fucking day or something like that.
Luka's another one that's he's another ice cold killer. Like him and Jay, like I call them, they both ice cold killers, both of them. They ice cold. Like no mercy. Like they just drop a lot on you and just on your head. You just like, whoa, like that. But I wonder like who are gonna be some of the reserves. I'm just, when that comes out, I'll be looking forward to seeing who's going to get the reserve spot. So
Yeah, that's where it's usually interesting because
mhm.
it's like because the coaches
It's
pick
a coach's pick. So
usually get well, yeah, it's usually better than the starters because like yeah, it's usually more of an informed like choice. Not
mhm.
just like, oh well, we like this dude. It's like yeah, it's usually a more informed.
One I would like to see get voted, but I don't know if he is. I would like to see from us. I would like to see Kobe White get his first All-Star vote. I would like to see him get voted by the coaches because Kobe's been playing well. But I don't know if it's going to happen. But if that doesn't happen, the thing that he definitely should get is he should get most improved player. He should definitely be in the running for that for most improved player because he's been putting in the work. Like when you consistently put in the work and your work actually shows that I'm putting in the work, then you should be rewarded for it. You should be rewarded for your hard work and your dedication. You should.
Shout out to
So
yeah, the 70 plus club we calling them now. It's like yeah,
yeah, like
like it's we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'll read it off. I won't bring this up right here, but
and
yeah,
I know, like I said, I know like 4 years ago around this time, like I said, we've sadly lost Kobe and then the other, like, like the other families that were affected. But it's like, I think somehow all this stuff happened is, I think it's still somehow connected to Kobe. That's just how I feel. I feel Kobe is just looking like, okay, y'all are doing me proud now. Y'all are doing me proud. I
you
feel
know,
he's
Will
kind of,
Chamberlain did this shit one, two, three, four, five, six times. It's like yeah, including the 100-point game with the Sun. Yeah, he
Mhm.
scored 100. He scored 78. He scored 73 twice. He scored 72 and then scored 70. So yeah, it's all about domination. It's like six times and shit. And Kobe, of course, is like the 81.
81.
I remember that game.
81 olives would still be funny. That commercial with him and Jalen Rose. So he said he went to wear 81 olives.
Jalen was on that team he's dropped 81 on and shit. That's
That's still a funny commercial. It's still funny. Yeah, I want 81 olives. And then he looks at Jalen like, and he says, no, I'm just playing. Funny commercial.
Raptors. Jalen was part of that team, so he was part
Dropped 81 on his ass.
of Jalen's. So now, right behind the Kobe and Wilt Chamberlain, Luka Doncic with his 73, he just scored. Yeah, the other day. He just dropped that what Friday or whatever. Yeah, it just
Yeah,
happened.
we were watching that game. We were watching that. Yeah, Marcus and I were watching that.
Then Dave
So we want to see how
Thompson.
this plays
So
out.
we have one, two, three, four people with well, two really is four, three really because Wilt Chamberlain did it twice. It's four people with 73. Luka Doncic, Dave Thompson, Wilt Chamberlain, who did it twice. And then 72, that's Wilt as well too. So he stands alone there. So then 71, we got one, two, four people that did 71. Dame Lillard, we just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell was part of the 70
Yeah,
club.
Diamond, he dropped that on us. I was mad.
71, yeah.
That was on us.
David Robinson, I remember this in 94. David
I
Robinson,
vaguely remember that. Yeah, the Admiral. I vaguely remember that.
David was going for that scoring title. I remember that.
I vaguely remember that because I remember
Sack had it, and then it was the final game of the season. And Dave was okay. How many I need to get it? And then he dropped 71. It's like I remember that game. Like Dave was like, "I'm getting the scoring title." It was the last game of the year. Like it didn't matter. It's like so like it's not like winning or losing at that point. Fuck it, let's get the scoring title. It's like if you're that close, why not? It's like he's like
that's that Rhodes Scholar. He did the math because he was smart. He was a Rhodes Scholar, so he calculated and did the math and was like, "Okay, I need 71. Let me go get that."
If I drop 70 and I get the scoring title, I'm going for it. It's like and probably told us he's like, yeah, he just feed me the ball every time. Like he probably the coach is probably fine with it and everything.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's like because the last game is
I remember that. I remember that when the Admiral did that. I remember that.
He wanted that scoring title. That one I remember. Yeah. Elgin Baylor's the other 71-point player. The Lakers OG.
Lakers, yeah, OG.
Wilt Chamberlain is a 70. Deep Book is 70 as well, too. Those 2017 when Devin Booker did it. And then Joel Embiid, who just did.
Embiid.
Yep. So that's your 70 plus club right there. So how many players like we're gonna take off? Wilt did it so much, it's like we're gonna take off some of those. So we got let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. There's only 10 players in NBA history who scored more than 70 points.
That's a club.
Wilt did it 6 times.
Now LeBron's looking like I got it now. LeBron's looking to get it at 70.
Look what LeBron's career high. I know Michael's is 68, so Mike came close. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, yeah.
Because he did it in the season 2 or whatever.
Mike's 68. I'm gonna see what
68.
year it was like, yeah. I know Michael did 68. It's the high, his high. No, playoffs, he still has the record 63. That's
63 at the playoffs. That still stands.
This is regular season we talking about right here, though. So that's what the 70 plus club we talking regular season right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna put Jordan. What was his?
Michael Jordan with his 68. But man, what a club. It's like, man, like, so now you're forever cemented in history that you did something that only 10 people have done. Like, that's.
Oh, no, it was 69. I don't know. I thought it was 68. Okay. 69. 1990, he did it.
Okay.
Of course, against the Cavaliers, you like made a career of busting their ass and shit. We all remember the shot. And the shot part 2, like which the often forgotten part 2, like in '93, he hit a shot against them again. He did it twice. People forget the second one. He made a career of busting their ass.
Why Cleveland don't mess with us?
Yeah, but they got their get back because the Bulls never beat LeBron when he was there. So like that's like that was the only get. It's for all the years of Jordan misery. Okay, like the Bulls never beat the Cavs in the playoffs.
And then no one said that Cleveland sucks at vacation in, but I hate that it sucks.
Jordan came 1 point away from joining that the 7.
Dang. So now we wish he would have got another free throw or something.
Did Jordan miss a free throw?
Did he miss any free throws?
Pull up the box score. If he missed a free throw, that would be hilarious. I'm gonna pull up the box score. I want to see
the petition as you are.
Yeah. We were doing this earlier about something else. Like shout out Lala Anthony and shit and what year she was born. But yeah, we were just having this conversation.
The petition and you.
I want to see what the stats were.
Did he miss any free throws? Because free throws can win a game. They can make or break a game. They can. Free throws are important.
Let me go to my favorite site and find this. Then I do is get the date of the game. Yep. Yeah, one of my favorite days, March 28th, 1990. So he did it in Aries season, baby. He did that for me. It's like, yeah. Mike was at the stadium. He was like, Oz, even though it's not your birthday, it was a couple of days ago. But and I wasn't even at that game, but he still waved at me somehow.
Delusion is real. Delusion is real. We were watching from home, but
Yeah, let me pull this box score up.
with the 70, wow. So I'm like, what's in the water? Because we kept on seeing the box scores. We look like these 70. Like, what's going on with these guys dropping these 70s? Like, what's going on?
Definitely an exciting time. It's like, yeah. And just I think the real reason is just is more emphasis on offense these days.
It is.
It's like so you're gonna see like more 70-point guys. You got like several active players on that list. Embiid,
Mhm.
Luka, Dame Lillard, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell. It's like, yeah, half the
It's
list
like
is active players.
it's like the box score that we saw the other day for some guy. I can't remember which one it was we were watching, and I'm like, it was like 140 something to like 130, whatever. It's like no overtime, like just that's a regulation game. Like these people scored over 140 points in a regulation game. I'm like, nobody plays defense no more. Like it's just this is like all-star play.
Offensive minded game these days, kid.
Yeah. I mean, like some of those 90s games were hard to watch when like the box score is like 77, 82. Like
Yeah,
like
at the time we were into that, but
kind of hard to watch that.
back it's hard to rewatch some of those games. Like,
Yeah, it's like just a defensive, like just
okay, this is boring. It's like, yeah.
it has to be a balance though. It has to be
So at the
it's a
end of the
balance.
day, yeah, you got to put the ball in the basket, but you don't want matador defense either. So like I
Yeah,
said,
it's a balance.
yeah,
It has to be a balance. It does. So
they're not letting me pull this game up.
they just don't want you to know.
I want to see if Michael missed one free throw. That's all I want to know. That's this cat doing result. Ah, here it is. I got it. Yeah. See,
Got it.
you can't stop the odds, man. Damn it. Okay. March 3rd, March 28th. That game wasn't even here. It was at Cleveland, so I definitely lied. It was in Cleveland, so definitely lied when I said I was there, even though I wasn't. Okay. Free throws. Oh yeah, he did miss two free throws. I know what I'm talking. He made 20. He made 20. He should made 21 out of 23. See, if Mikey hit all of his free throws, which is his number at 23, it's like, yeah, he'd have been 71. It's like he'd have been right there.
Damn, anyway, he got to the line 23 times. Damn. They was just pounding shit out of Jordan.
Got 62% from the field. 62, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
62%. It was an overtime game, so that makes sense as well, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, cats didn't really score like that. So you have somebody scoring this high, it probably was an overtime game. So it went to overtime. So who's the second highest scorer on this team? That's what I want to know. Second highest was Horace Grant with 16. Wow. Nobody scored more than 20. It's like Michael Jordan dropped 69. It's like, and they still almost lost this game
I'm
because
saying, did they win the game? That's the most important. Did they win?
yeah, they definitely won. It's like the Cavs, come on. It's like I'm not losing.
They better have won.
I'm not losing to Cleveland. It's like,
Stuff can't be in vain. You can't drop that and then that's in vain. Like you
this
better want to drop
this
it.
wasn't no traveling cocaine circus. This was the championship team, the team that won the
This
title
was, yeah, this was the
very next
title.
year. It's like, yeah, this was 1990, so this was like, yeah, Bulls were like, and they were in a championship champ mode by then. It's like,
This is the team that forced the Pistons to walk off
yeah,
and be straight bitches.
one year. Bill Cartwright had 9 points in this game. Scottie Pippen 7 points. BJ was 6 off the bench.
BJ was right on the bench.
Yeah, of course. Pax didn't do shit in that game. Pax was pretending like he was running the front office when he was on this. He wasn't doing shit. He scored 2 points.
Damn. Damn. The shade with that. Wowzers.
What the Cavs do? Let's see. Craig Elo and Mark Price, 31. He led with 31. Okay. Craig,
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Hot Rod Williams, 23 off the bench. Wow.
I remember those names. Like now you said those names, like I remember those names from the 90s. I remember those names.
I know him vivid. Steve Kerr was on this team who played 6 minutes and dried 2 points in 6 minutes. Hit 2 free throws, no field goal attempts. Steve Kerr hit it. So he hit all his free throws. There's only 2 of them, but
he hit his free throws.
Hit him. No, and
Put me in, coach.
6 minutes of action and shit.
Oh my Lord. Hilarious.
Well, yeah, the 70-point club is like very, and we're gonna see more of that. Like I said, it's an offensive league. I'm surprised
It
Cap's in that club. So yeah, I'm definitely surprised he's not there.
Who? You say who?
Surprised Steph is not in that.
Yeah, Steph. Yeah, Steph. It seemed like because that man shoots from like 35 foot.
Anybody would have scored 70. It seems like he would have.
He would score that in his sleep. Like 70, let me, you know.
Yeah. Well, I forgot what is bronze high. Like we can check.
But it is hard to, as we obviously see, that is a hard thing to attain. It is.
10 names have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the only guy to do it multiple times is Will Chamberlain. He did it 6 times. He was just a freak of nature. Like, yeah.
Because you definitely got to lock in when doing it. You have to
lock in. All the guys who haven't done it, like I said, Jordan, LeBron, yeah, Kareem, Carl
Magic.
Think about Bird.
Larry.
Never done that. Steph Curry, the names who've never done. Tim Duncan, never done it. Shaq, who's never done it.
That's him. Shaq would have done that because like he big, like, he dominated. He dominated. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Tim Duncan.
I said Tim Duncan. I said.
Oh, I didn't have. Sorry. Yeah. Who's another good? Well, whatchamacallit? Like I said, he dropped that. Whatever. Like T-Mac, he did drop that like 9 points in like 2 seconds or whatever he did. You know.
Bron's career high at 61.
Okay.
Against Charlotte in 2014. So this is when he was with Miami then. It's during his Heat days. So.
Nice.
I want to know what Shaq's is. Yeah. We're going down.
Oh, look, another one. Another one, Dirk. Dirk never did it.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, because it seemed like he would have, you know.
Shaq is also a 61-point career high. He's with him.
Okay. Yeah. So we got some 60s, like 60 and above. We got some.
Which Karl Anthony Towns just joined that club because he dropped 60 the other day too. So 61 and 23 is what Shaq did. Wow. 23 rebounds is like against the Clippers is when he was the Lakers. So he had to dominate his other LA team. 61 and 23. God damn it.
Yeah.
Who'd I say less? Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's interesting. It seemed like Steph definitely would have gotten that.
I said, like, it seems like he would have dropped 70, like, just like by accident. Like you said, it's like 62 is his career high.
Okay, so he's a 60.
Against Portland, yeah. So against Dame Dollar in 2021, he did it, 62.
Oh, it's what's his brother on that team at the time?
Was Seth there? That's 2021. I'm not sure if he was in Portland during that. He might have been. And I don't remember what year this Seth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what year he left Portland, but he might.
I know he was in Portland at one point. Yeah,
not sure. Yeah, I think it was before that. I'm not sure though.
That would have been funny if he dropped it on his brother. His brother tried to guard him. Like,
drop your career. That's something I would do. If I'm playing Feast, I'm definitely dropping a career.
You petty.
If we were playing like that's the guess. If it's one game, I'm dropping a career high as this one. So Seth might have been there. Say this is the game I'm having my career.
Well, it looks like if not the 70, it looks like most of the other like the legendary players have gotten the 60 and above. It looks
Jordan like 69. It was just one free throw away from making a 70-point club. A lot of people say he should come back now. Like, no, knock it off.
No.
You want to get dunked?
Get 60 now, so.
Yeah. He's all you can't you can't drop 70 if you are 70. I'm just
Oh man.
but
This is going to be good. I am looking forward to like, the festivities that are upcoming for the NBA. The sad thing is that they keep on saying that now uh All-Star tickets are like pretty much like they just like priced out everybody pretty much now for All-Star
yeah,
tickets.
yeah. It's not like this it's not like it was. That's why I didn't do any all-star festivities when I was here in Chicago. I'm like, I can't afford
Like it's just
I
not
don't
really
get, I don't get a
attainable.
press pass, so I can't go. It's like that's why
Like it's just not attainable.
even just to walk in the building is ridiculous. Like shit. I'm not paying close to $1,000 just to walk in that building. It's like,
'Cause I mean, I've always wanted to like I wanted to do like the Saturday night. I wanted to like go with my family, but it's like,
mm.
unless we can get a connection with something.
Me,
Cause trying to
I
buy
don't get a,
four tickets,
if I don't get a
trying to
press
buy
pass,
four tickets, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna
I
happen.
don't get a press pass, so I can't go. So
Not gonna happen. Because some of these ticket prices, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is what it costs to do all. But then they like do like the little package deal because they want people to do like the whole. Well, you get like the transportation to and from the arena where like you have like a party bus that like picks you up from the hotel and the party bus takes you
they
there and
do a
drops you off.
hotel and like ground trans. They do
Yeah,
all
they have to
ground travel
that,
around that the package.
but even still, it's still like
Mhm.
it's getting there where it's like okay, like people who are like diehard fans who would really like to go, but you know,
You
now
know,
it's just pretty much
it's the people that are paying that is like they like not saying that rich people aren't into the game, but you know what I'm saying.
mhm.
It's
I
like
know what you're saying.
a lot of them really aren't. It's like yeah, like probably some of the celebrities are like some of them are like legit like you got your Jacks, your Spike Lee,
Like,
yeah. Some of the, but like what
which
I'm
will
talking
probably be at a lot of the Knicks games. Chris Rock is at a lot of the Knicks games. You see
about, I've seen
him
them, yeah.
posted up. He be posted up there. Billy Crystal, of course, with the Clippers.
But the ones I'm talking about is like Bob from marketing. Like yeah, like, yeah, his boss will give him some tickets. It's like yeah, because like, yeah, like that's the ones I'm. That's like those corporate fans. Like I said,
Corporate people, yeah.
not even like really fans. Just like they just like oh the All-Star game is like yeah I can get you some tickets. It's like they
Hmm.
just there just
I
because
have a skybox there. So here, you can
box,
go
yeah,
on my skybox, yeah.
in my box yeah. Or I have season tickets like courtside. You can sit in my seats. It's
You
like
see
the
in my
bargain
seats, yeah.
seats like that. Like, yeah. Like that's the ones I'm talking about. They're not even really fans like that.
Hmm. Like, oh yeah, like I'll peek at a game, like those ones who will peek at the game, and it's like, but the diehards who are like wearing like their team colors and
Will actually watch that Hornets Kings game. Like that fan can't afford to
who do
go.
their ritual, the rituals where it's like, okay, so when my team won the last time when they won, I was sitting in this seat and I wore this hat and those
Plus, who don't even wash, they won't even do laundry because they scared like they're gonna wash the luck out of this shirt. It's like yeah,
exactly. Those
funk right there. It's like yeah, if I wash it, then like yeah, that's the mojo right. I can't wash this shirt. I was wearing this shirt when Jordan drops it 63 in this garden. That was like 40 years ago. You haven't washed this shirt in 40 years.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't watch this. A spectacular move. I was wearing this shirt that day. That was 30 years ago. I was wearing this shirt. That's those type of fans that
Those type of fans
won't
that
watch
be
the shirt because like they don't want to mess up the mojo.
extreme fans, but hopefully something will shift where it can be where, you know, people can actually go and do things like it. And here's the thing, I get that it is like a big thing, but my thing is make it where it's like, okay, if I worked a couple of hours of overtime, if I did a side hustle, if I did some Ubering for like a couple of weekends,
make
I
us
can go.
make I get like the
Exactly.
premium seating, but like why not let open up the upper deck, like make that affordable. Like, yeah, just so people
Right.
they had those tickets started
Mhm.
like 50, $60. It's like, yeah, like the upper deck is like, yeah, like make those
Almost like
affordable.
100, even like 100, because I say if you like do like some overtime or do like some side hustling, you could do that. You could You could hustle up
Not
$100, you know.
paying premium seating, but yeah, like
Yeah, you could hustle up $100.
upper deck is like yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all got all the yeah, all the TV rights money. Y'all billionaires is like come on, like yeah, like the NBA ain't starving for no money,
Y'all
right?
ain't starving for nothing.
Yeah, ain't starving for no money right now.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of billion-dollar TV deals, let's talk about yeah
Mm.
WWE. We talked about the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season.
Mm.
WWE come. Did I do the Netflix sound right? I don't know.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, WWE is coming to Netflix, baby.
Mm.
We're in 2025 Monday Night Raw. It landed a fucking $5 billion deal for 10 years. So that's what 500 million a year for the WWE Monday Night Raw.
What?
Yes.
You said five with a B, $5 billion with a B?
10-year deal that for Monday Night Raw. Your Raw has been on cable like all of my life. It's like what? Yeah, like they Raw started like 30 years ago, like 1990
Yeah,
first show. They've always been cable on
a
Monday.
cable thing, correct? Yeah.
Now we entered a new era, a lot of cord cutters, so they see like the future. It's like like let's slide on over here to Netflix. That's what. So like and like Netflix opened the fucking Birkin on their ass.
That's a Birkin, that's a Louis, that's a
We're gonna see a lot more of this type of stuff. Like we already see in the NFL streaming. They started
yeah.
Amazon last year. They had a couple of games on Peacock this year.
Peacock.
Yeah, the NBA.
And
I
then
mean,
the Super Bowl, they said
the
that you can
NFL.
watch Super
Yes,
Bowl. They said you can watch on Paramount Plus too. The Super Bowl, you can. It's on
NFL.
CBS and Paramount Plus this year.
NFL already did it. Yes, so WWE saw that. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead and get some of this Netflix money because Netflix don't have no deal like this. Like, so this is like unprecedented for them. Like, because Netflix doesn't do a lot of sports or live
Or
content.
live streaming, yeah, live with
When
it.
I remember the live, I remember when Chris Rock did his
The Chris
special.
Rock one was a live
I
one.
wonder if that's the only live they've done. Is like so, like they enter in new uncharted territory.
Uncharted territory.
So I was like, 5 billion. That's 500
But
million per year.
you have to look at your future because it's like, I mean, ask Blockbuster why they're not here anymore.
Who knows? Like in another like 10 years, cable might not even be a thing. It's like so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
get in now on this streaming shit because there's so many
Mm-hmm.
people cutting the cord. Only thing that's keeping cable alive to me is sports. It's like if it wasn't for sports, like nobody would watch cable. That's the thing that's keeping
And
cable.
not be afraid. And the boomer generation because the
Yeah,
boomers have cable.
the old people in sports.
Boomers have cable.
Once in a while, yeah, moving on to the next life is like yeah, it's like and then yeah, like the younger generation is like fuck cable. It's like yeah,
Yeah, we don't, because nobody I know, like nobody I know has cable. Like none of my people, like, all right,
cord cutter since 2016, baby. I'm coming up
cord
on a
cutter
decade,
since
damn it. Here.
2019, I think.
So you got 5 years
18 or
in the game.
19. 18 or 19, I cut. It was around the time, like either right the year I had Khalil or the year after I had Khalil. So yeah,
I got rid of mine in 16. So it's 8 years
it
and a
was
half.
like 18 or 19 we cut out.
Don't miss it. None of that. It's like
We were looking at that cable bill. We was like, nah.
that's what
We
it
said,
was.
nah.
That's what it was for me. I was looking for a cheaper option. And
Mhm.
a la carte. It's like, yeah. I
Yeah.
can, I can get stars now, watch Power Book 3 Raising Canyon, then cut that shit off.
Cut it off.
That's how you do it.
We didn't get any time. Because we had some other stuff and then we thought, okay, we're not really using so and so as much anymore. So let's stop that streaming one. We took Boomerang off of our TV because we really wasn't, because like the other stuff we watch it because like we can watch a lot of those Bugs Bunny cartoons on Max and other stuff. So
Well, I cut
yeah,
my. I'm getting it back now. Definitely, I cut my Netflix, so I'm definitely getting that back.
we always kept Netflix. So
I had, and then I realized I wasn't really watching. Like the last thing I watched is probably Chris Rock, so I cut it. Like maybe like
mhm.
well, not even maybe 6 months ago. I said like I'm not watching this. Then I saw this. I'm like, oh, we get Netflix
We
back.
get Netflix back.
Definitely.
I want the companies, so I said I'm putting this out there. So if you're listening, CEOs, hopefully CEOs of these streaming giants or whatever, listen to our damn podcast. You guys need to all talk together. So you guys need to couple and put together like, put together Netflix, Amazon Prime, Peacock, put all Paramount Plus, put all these together in like one thing, one low price, put it all together.
What need
Because I
to,
mean, we know like some people have like I know like Disney Plus has like the ESPN has
yeah,
like
like Hulu, you can get like the package. Yeah.
like they had the but they should have it where you could have like six of the streaming services for like one price.
Start teaming up, baby.
Like $50 for like all the streaming services, like one price, $50. People would do that. If you got all the streaming services for $50, people would do that. I think people would.
Or shout out one of my favorites, like the slept on one is on Tubi. Damn it,
Oh yeah, I started Tubi recently.
definitely got some. Yeah,
Not the original movie. The original movies, not that,
I'm
but
about
like
the
the old
library.
classic stuff.
I'm about that Tubi library. Yeah, they got some stuff on there, man. That Tubi library, you slapping, man.
That's like the old like TV classic though, like the 80s shows, the 80s TV shows, stuff like that.
Like Facts of Life and shit like that. It's on Tubi. Like, if you're a Mrs. Garrett fan, you go ahead. Thank me later.
Oh, honey. I like Mrs. Garrett. Mrs. Garrett was a bomb. Tootie.
You know, Tootie was my personal favorite on that show.
Of course, we wonder why.
Yes, watch some
With the
more.
mush, with the mushroom.
So they got Showtime at the Apollo. I found them there. I was going through those. Like, yeah, I was like, hey, yeah, I was watching all the classic '90s episodes like from there.
Okay.
That was Biggie and Lil Kim were on there. I was like, okay. I remember this episode. I was watching like I remember when it was like '95. I was like, I remember when this actually aired. So, and of course the world famous amateur night over there. Yeah, where you could see folks get booed. It's like
Damn it. Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun,
so
dun,
come
dun,
get
dun.
that.
He would come out and get you. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, man, come get that ass.
Challenge.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Apollo in years, like probably since because it never streamed since its original airing, unless you recorded VHSs of the shit,
And
or,
then somebody uploads it on
a couple
YouTube,
of
and then
random YouTube videos. But now they got them with the episodes you can
you
watch.
see the wavy line. You know the wavy line that comes in with VHS. You see the
What a commercial
wiggle,
up is like
a commercial.
you see the 588-2300 with the guy, not the fucking cartoon with him when he's still alive, like that pops up.
Where you see Flash saying, "No, my brother, you gotta get your own." You see the commercial.
See, like the fucking every damn channel, like Robin, every channel, only commercial they air nowadays, which is true. They did air the shit out of
They
that.
did air the shit out that commercial. The dog, my brother. Just if you guys know, we're talking about Google. Now, my brother, you gotta get your own, and
Or just, or just watch House Party.
it makes sense. Now, my brother.
Watch
It'll
House
make a
Party.
lot of sense.
Yes.
Which our mom has that painted in her house, but that's another story. The painted,
Yeah, he definitely does have that shit.
that painted in her house still hilarious. Oh my goodness! But the $5 billion, I'm just that's just.
That streaming money is getting
But
crazy.
y'all got the damn money, so that's why when you guys keep on going up on our subscription, you guys need to. That's another reason why I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna put. We need to get a petition with that. You guys need to
That's
talk
why I
together,
cut my Netflix because they went up.
come
That's why I
together.
cut it. Whenever they went up, that's when I said, "Ah, fuck this." It's like that's what it
They
was.
do. They sneak go up these things because it's like I'm used to. Like I mean, obviously your stuff is on auto pay, so like I automatically take it out of my expenses for the month, and then I just looked up and I'm like, wait a minute, why are my numbers off? Oh, this don't went up $2.25. They just snuck that in.
When
Okay.
Netflix was $7.99, the good old days.
Yeah. With
What
tax, what was that like 871 with tax, I
happened
think?
to those days? That wasn't all that long ago. It was like four or 5 years ago. It wasn't even all that long
Now
ago.
Netflix is 1688 now a month. With the taxes is 1688. Yeah.
What happened to the good old days? I'm just saying.
Bring 799 Netflix back.
They do got the tier system, like the regular version. I think is about that. If you be willing to watch some fucking commercials,
Watch ads, yeah, if you want to watch ads in it.
yeah, the ad version. I think they did bring it back because yeah, motherfuckers like got mad. They probably lost some subscribers, so they said we got to create another tier. Like yeah, so they created that. I think it is like that price, the
And
7.
they don't stop talking about trying to crack down on passwords. Y'all already making enough money. Y'all making a lot of damn money. People can share passwords, leaving people alone.
They did do something about the password shit.
Leaving people alone.
Yeah, they did do something. I don't know what, but they did. Something did happen with that.
Because they still trying to be like, no, 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 we gotta limit the household, the number of people.
Right. I don't know. You heard about the White Sox allegedly
Mm-mm.
South Loop.
Mm-mm. What
Allegedly,
happened with the White Sox?
I'm trying to move to South Loop.
Hmm. Where in South? Where?
Yeah, it's like one undeveloped area that's still in there, which I was like, yeah, I know that. Like just south of where all those shops are at, like with Target and like that little shopping center.
Yeah, right there on Roosevelt.
On
Yeah.
Roosevelt, on the other side of Roosevelt is nothing over there. Think about it. So that's the last like undeveloped piece of real estate in South Loop.
Mm.
We're talking about 'cause that's the one complaint that has been about the White Sox. There ain't shit around there. It's like around Sox Park. It's not that's why with Cubs it's all kinds of, like Wrigleyville.
Yeah, it's like that's a walking,
Ten
like
thousand
Wrigleyville is
bars
a
around there.
walking area.
It's like yeah.
It's a bar, restaurant. It's a walking area. Wrigley
And
is
they want that
hopping.
for the
Wrigley is
White
hopping.
Sox. But it seems I guess that was over 30 years ago when this current Sox Park opened. It seemed like because I remember when it opened, so it was like yeah,
Yeah.
I was like okay, so it has like the park has been there a while, but here's the thing. Originally, they talked about using that land. What they talking about now is like, but Daly shut that down. The Bridgeport guy, he's like the Sox are leaving
Yeah,
Bridgeport.
because he's
Now he ain't there no more. So now it's like it's conversation has come up again.
mhm.
So like, if that's the case, why didn't the Bears try to get that land? It's like put there. They wouldn't have to move to Arlington Heights. Like if they want to get out of Soldier Field, why didn't they try? So now it's like a power struggle going on about that. And then some people don't want it there. They like it'll just bring more congestion to the area. So it's like, but I did see that story the other day.
That's interesting. I said, 'cause when you said South Loop, I'm like, because I'm in South Loop quite often. So I mean, I was trying to
That's
figure
why I
out.
was like, it's like, where you gonna build a parking South? I did. And they said, yeah, it's the undeveloped land. I'm like, yeah, it is like all like right on the other side, like on the south side of Roosevelt. Now
Yeah,
the north side is where you got the shop like Target and then all the theaters over all of that stuff.
theater, and then the what's that called? The shopping thing, because like all the shop, like Fleet Feet is there, like all like the different, it's like condos right there.
And what the containers, whatever the container,
Container store, yeah.
all of that shit is
So
there.
I forget what the name of that, because it's called whatever thing. It's like right there. Delany Court. There you go. Delany Court's right there. Yeah.
The MMA gym or boxing gym or something up there
Mhm.
too, because I was
And
checking
then
out.
Whole Foods is right there
Foods is yeah.
down the next one.
Yeah, block, yeah. And that's a whole bunch of shops on that side too. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on that side, you got developed on the south side. There you have Walgreens and Jewel and all of that. But like east of
Mhm.
that is not a lot, is nothing there. So like that's if they were gonna build it, that's where they would build it.
Hmm.
And there'd be all kinds of shit there for like Sox fans to do like after the game.
That's a walking area, definitely right there.
Yeah.
That's definitely walking.
And it's South Loop. It's not that far from the lake too. So if you want to walk to the
Yeah.
like it's a lot there. So yeah.
Hmm. And you can walk to the park, like Millennium Park. You can get over there,
Rat
not too
Park,
far.
all
On
of
a
that.
nice day, you could walk there on a nice day.
So it's a
Yeah.
lot to do, but that's the one complaint about Sox Park is not shit to do well. It's fucking Bridgeport. No, no shade at Bridgeport, but it ain't shit popping over there. So all it is Sox Park. Ain't shit else to do over there. So like after the game, we just go home. It's like hang out and shit. Yeah, it's not there. But,
Hmm.
and I saw about the Soldier Field. Like they, Lori started to try to keep them here, and
Yeah, like with the proposed, I saw the artist rendering.
yeah, so they are like, because they botched the first rendering, so now they talking about doing Soldier Field over a second time. It's like doing it right this time. I did because they did fuck it up the way like it's what they did. It sucked. It's like
Yeah.
it was outdated almost immediately. Like because that probably was what like 20 years ago, like around when they did that.
Yeah,
Yes,
when I remember when they did the new Soldier Field because
because
it
the
was
Bears
like
took the champagne for a
this
season.
is why I know why it was because I was in college and then the Bears
They moved
had
down.
to come down to our college.
We did that monstrosity and shit. Yeah.
That's why I remember it because I'm like this happened when I was in college. Like because I remember they was like then they decided to do champagne over. They like did some remodifications down there for and then we're like We were like, fuck the Bears. You're like, we want, like, you guys didn't do this for us. You didn't beautify the campus for them. You didn't beautify it for us. We was like,
Economics 101, kid.
like, you didn't beautify for us students. You don't care about us. We was like that.
Bears fans was bringing money. They said, fuck these broke ass college students.
They was mad. Like, we was mad. We were. I said, so I remember definitely when that happened, the whole Soldier Field, and then when they did
about
the new
20
Soldier
years ago
Field.
when they did it over. Let's say they from like during the 01-02 season or the 02-03 season, whatever season that was, they were down there in Champaign. It
Like
might
01, yep.
like one of those seasons they were down
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Because they stayed down there for 1 year while they
Yep.
did
I
training.
remember that very well.
Because original Soldier Field was a dump, let's be honest. So yeah, fans, you get nostalgic and we love it. Of course, yeah, I love the original Soldier Field, but like for a modern NFL like stadium, it was a dump. It's like you can't have games. Come on. Toilets didn't work. People like it's like, come on, the place was a dump. Because people, sports fans, is getting nostalgic about these old buildings, but like, come on, it needed a reno like that, but they just fucked up the reno. That's all that
The
was.
stadium was janky. The stadium.
Yeah, it's 100-year-old building. What you expect?
It was janky.
It's not going to be have the modern amenities as like some of these like modern stadiums. It's like
Mm-hmm.
100 years old. So yeah, what's the name? Somehow is like they avoid they guess Packers fans don't give a shit because Lambeau is old as shit. It's like guess they don't need modern amenities, or maybe they did they upgrades right there, like unlike the Bears. Maybe they did theirs the right way.
If you gotta do renos I would say in a state, if you do want to keep a historic stadium and maintain its integrity, I would say you should renovate like every 10 to 12 years.
Like the Cubs,
Just
like Wrigley is in great shape. Is like because they
you
did
have
it
to do it every 10 to 12 years.
like yeah, like Wrigley, like yeah, they
Because
Wrigley,
even if you're not doing like serious renovate, like serious guts or nothing, it's like think about the thousands and millions of well, the millions of fans that have come through in those 10 years. Think about that.
mm-hmm.
You gotta at least just like, do a nice
Give it
paint job.
a facelift, like I said, like cosmetic updates on the
Do a
very
nice paint job.
the cosmetic.
Replace the seats. Like, how seats get like torn and they be, the seats are like raggedy, like replace the seats, get the gum off the seats,
Yep.
Do that at least,
Cosmetic, yeah. Like
if
the
you don't do a full one.
Cubs did a big reno like some years back. It pissed off the fucking rooftop owners, like because they put because the New Orleans said fuck them or fuck them rooftops, so they blocked off their view and
The
shit.
view in there is
I'm
like,
mad at them. Yeah, you've been stealing the product all these years. It's like basically
and I know that some of these rooftop people, I know you were charging people to come to your house.
the bag. Yes, it was
You were
fine when it
charging.
was like small. That's when the Ricketts like who own the Cubs now. When they got mad is when it became big business. When stuff is small, nobody cares. If you charging like $10-15 to come in, but then like a lot of these rooftop owners, they started putting like stadium seating on top of there, and then
Right.
they charging a grip to come in that
You
motherfucker.
charging money because it's a fraction of what you would pay to go to the game.
Yeah.
So people would do that option. Okay, if I pay $40 to go here versus paying $140 to go there,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna pay the
got the
40 to
same
do
view.
that, save
You got the
$100.
same view. You can see the field just like the motherfucker who paid 100. It's like same view. So that's when they got pissed off. So then they like put up the big ass scoreboards, kind of blocking the view of like some of the roofs. And I think they tried to sue him. It's like I don't know whatever happened with it, but I said fuck them. Y'all been stealing the product for 100 years. Y'all been stealing the fucking product. you just it's cut your gravy train off now. That's all that was. Yeah, I didn't feel sorry for them fucking rooftop owners.
Hilarious.
When it became big business, when real money is involved, that's when people say, okay.
That's when people, because they start seeing you cutting out my bottom line. So now it's like, okay, I gotta do something about
VR
this.
millions, like Homer Simpson.
That could be me.
So they had to put a dent in that shit. Yeah, I think it's still some rooftops, but they put a dent in like the big dent in like it because they blocked the view, which is smart. It's like, okay, yeah, you can't sell tickets if like you can't see it. So it's like when they did the reno, they blocked it out. So I said, good for them. I don't feel sorry. If I own one of them buildings down by Wrigley, I would have been mad. You own one, that'd be cool.
They be getting their money
And if
though.
you
Like
bought the building like back in the day,
even,
like with
I don't know if you saw it was like some house that was like a block from Wrigley or whatever, and then they would be charging like the
for parking.
parking spot, like having like people park, and
Yeah.
doing that. So
Yes.
people do be coming up, and Wrigley it's wild over there. Wrigley
It's
people, it's
parking
wild.
situation is like, yeah, of course we've been to Wrigleyville as of I. It's like there's nowhere to park up there.
It's nowhere to park.
And they got shuttles that take
Nowhere
you
to-
to remote parking, but if you're not trying to do all of that, it's like, yeah, like it's easier to just like park. If somebody lets you park in their driveway, it's like it's much easier.
Mm-hmm. Much easier.
So yeah, they coming up yeah, especially if you got like a nice driveway, yeah.
Right.
Like one of them long driveways where you could fit
Mm-hmm.
like a few cars in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would do it too.
I mean, hey.
If I owned one of them 2 flats or 3 flats or whatever around there, like I definitely would have done the rooftop shit. It's like I definitely would have been in on that. You come watch the game up here. Definitely would have done that shit.
4 feet. Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens with White Sox South Loop. So if they did that, what would happen to the Sox Park, the current would it just be empty? Would they demolish it? Like what would happen? I guess they can still hold concerts there. Like,
They
yeah,
can
like,
hold concerts
that's
there.
what they're saying. Like with Soldier Field, like if the Bears were to go to Arlington, it's like it would just become like a concert venue. And then the soccer they play there too. The Chicago Fire they use it. So
Yeah.
other uses. It's just the Bears, which is their biggest tenant. Like they would lose but they would have other uses for that building. So probably the same thing would happen in Sox Park.
Yeah.
But it might not happen because it's a lot of red tape with that shit. It's
It
like
is a lot of red tape, and stuff like this could take, these are like yearly,
yeah,
like
if
this
it
is
would happen, it'd be like
years,
it
years,
would for
years.
another like 10 years. Like
Yeah, this
before
is like at
don't,
least a decade out.
don't
At least.
expect to see the Sox in South Loop anytime soon. It's like a 10-year project if it would
At
happen.
least.
Yeah. First you gotta clear all of the red tape and then you gotta build the thing. So that's like a 10-year process before that would even happen.
Yeah.
If it were to happen, which
They don't get all, let's get moving, they're leaving. Don't get all worked up.
yeah, if you are in that area and you crying about the traffic getting worse, like it might not happen. If it does, it's not gonna be for like another
Yeah,
day.
it's gonna be a while.
Down. What you got, kid? Because I think I got everything.
That's pretty much it for me. I'm just
Get
kind
the
of,
hell up out of here then.
yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it for me. Just getting ready, like I said, prepping for the end of the football season and midway of the basketball season,
And WrestleMania season for me, baby.
being what the push is going to be. So
We here. But that's gonna do it. Not another damn podcast. Episode 347.
yeah.
Definitely appreciate you supporting us. You want to support us further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms, talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey.
YouTube, and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Well, I said Twitter, but X is like, you know how we do it.
Hey, you can check me at MSIMA626 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Also, you can follow me SERAGULIEY1 on X, SERAGULIEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out Straight Gully for your vlogs and your vlogs, and for your video production needs, check out StraightGullyProductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.